Hello everyone and welcome to We Who Are About to Die, a roguelike gladiatorial game which sounds really interesting to me. And I picked this up last night because it's got a new update which has just dropped now, so I want to give it a go. I did play a bit of the experimental, so I know kind of what we need to do here. So we'll start a new run and it'll become clear as time goes on what we need to do. Basically, our character needs to survive and achieve their victory conditions, their own goals. We are not, however, starting as a desperate politician. Goodness me. So no. We're going to re-roll that for someone else. We will start with... Here we go, criminal scum, that'll do. So, our victory condition is we've got to win over the elites and patrons of Tarantia. It costs 20,000 fame, reach 80% or more favour with all patrons. But we probably won't achieve that with this guy here, Agaran Pandari. So he's a criminal, sentenced to die in the arena. In the arena, all men are both innocent and guilty. So traits, we don't really do well with winning over the audience or the patrons because we're a criminal. But we do start with an additional auxiliary inventory slot unlocked, and we get a little bit better in terms of bribery and betting. We'll get into that as time goes on. So this is our starting character. And we don't really have much to go on. We've got a little bit of armour. A padded koi for small hammer. An arena tabard. We do have a little bit of money to work with, but nowhere near enough to afford any of this. So what we're going to do, we're going to get ourselves into a battle. So this is quite exciting here. You can keep whatever weapon or shield you exit the arena with. We'll go for that one, purely because it's not worth as much money, but it's worth quite a bit of fame. I just hope we have a reasonable fight here, because it could be one of us versus many of someone else, and that could be a real problem. But in essence, you keep doing these fights, and once your character dies, hopefully you've built up a bit of experience, a bit of money for your next character, and therefore things become slowly easier and easier as time goes on. We only have a hammer though, which is not very good. So, as I understand it, the new combat is a bit like Mount and Blade, and we have got some serious issues already, because that man has a shield and a longer weapon than we do. Ow. That's a bad start. The combat of the game can be a little bit janky, but that's okay. I don't think I want to stay with this hammer, that's for sure. But we can at least hopefully do something useful. We do need to watch our stamina down in the bottom left. Oh! Did you try... I think you just tried to shut that at me. Ooh. No, I need to drop the jug. Hang on. I want to pick up a better weapon. Ow, go away. I know we need to spill more blood. Okay. We'll pick up the... No, we missed the hammer again. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone, sir. I just want a better weapon. But because we're running away, the audience is not particularly happy with us. And it looks like we're actually going to probably lose this first fight. Oh, there's a proper sword there. Drop the hammer. I want that proper sword, because if I survive, I get to leave with it. There we go, this is a bit better. I can probably do a little bit better going forwards. But we've taken a lot of damage already. As we can see, there's a little bit of jank with the character models, but I don't mind that. It adds to a fun atmosphere. And this is a very small development team, from my understanding. And they're very active in listening to players and developing. And this is the update really has just dropped as of like 10 minutes ago of recording, so I don't mind there's a bit of jank. I'm sure it will change as time goes on, because I believe the development team is getting bigger and better every single day, so it's just really cool to see a small team do well for themselves. We are probably going to lose this first fight here actually. We are playing on the standard difficulty. The shield is not helping. Even if we do survive, we're not going to survive with much health. And he keeps on chucking things at us. Audience wants us to spill blood. They're still a bit bored with us in general. Oh, we've taken the weapon out of his hands. Always got a frying pan. Never trust a man with a frying pan. Weapon will break soon. So we do need to be careful of that as well. Please don't hit me with a frying pan. Let's go over the top. Oh, we got some damage there, but as you can see, we're not getting too much damage in. Oh, we broke his shield though. Now's our time to press our advantage, but we have very little health to do this with. There we go, beheaded. Goodness me, that was a tough one to start with. We survived with very little health. But we're criminal scum. It's going to be a tough road to earn our fortune and fame. We also have different hosts, so the more we fight with a certain host, the kind of ruling the battle, or kind of putting on the battle, we get a little bit more favour gain. And if you have positive favour gain, you get some potential benefits, and if you have negative ones, as you can see here with Mazza, Allura and Valerius, then it becomes negative. You gain rewards, but your equipment can change that, and also your audience favour. So I actually lost a bit of fame, but it's still better than what I had before. Your hard-earned victory has reaped some benefits. Try to enjoy before dying in the next match. Absolutely. Your first visit to the physician is free, covered by your Scolo. We're absolutely going to need it. The newest renovated Grand Tarantian bathhouse has begun construction. As per tradition, Scolo and their aspirants have volunteered to help in the heavy lifting and basic construction of this high-end bathhouse. It will be the largest monument of luxury in all of the Empire, used by the mega wealthy. How do your day of force labor go? Look to the other slaves and put in an acceptable amount of effort as to not stand out. 3% favour with all patrons, and some stamina boosts. Wonderful. So we need to go to the utility menu here, and we need to heal. That gets us up to 51 health, and we're going to have to spend some more money just to stay alive. We're now at 65 health. So each time you heal, it gets more expensive and less effective, so you've got to use that effectively in general. And if you can get free heals, that's well worth doing. Also, you can get your scholar upgrades here, so you can get some certain things, and we will take extraordinary straight away because it requires 2,000 fame, and that means that less chance for ordinary tier items to appear in the shop. Wonderful. So these are things which appear here. We've also got a spear there. Durability, we're fine on the rusted dagger, so I don't think that's a huge issue. I don't think we want to take the... I think we'll stick with the sword. I'm not particularly good with spears at the moment. But we do need to probably change some of our gear, because sending this padded coif here is actually lowering our fame multiplier, because I guess people don't like looking at padded coifs. So we will need to change that. And this is where the decisions start going into change. Can end up changing things. You know, you've got different brackets of levels. This is a level 4. That's not something we want to take on just yet at rank 1. But we could go for this many versus 1. All aspirants go into battle without weapons, and weapons provided by the public. There's a decent amount of gold there. This one has a lot more gold, but we would be facing 2 people. We certainly don't want that. So we're going to give this level 2 fight here, because I don't think we can take on that many people, even though the reward would be excellent. So we'll take the many versus 1, but in a kind of positive way there. Hopefully we can grab a good weapon during the engagement, as all weapons in this battle, like the draw, will be provided by the general public. So we've only got kind of a padded coif. We've got a lot to work on yet, and you can get some really cool looking kind of Spartan or Roman or other kinds of armour. I want a bronze dagger, that'll do, and I love a shield as well if I can. So we get the sparring shield. I do find the shield's useful. Still a little bit of jank, but that's okay. We're going to just lock on. And I don't mind if the shield takes damage. That's what it's there for. We do need to also watch out for our stamina. Because this guy is a 1v many, I believe. Oh, that was a big hit. I believe he is probably more skilled than me and my 2 companions. We just accidentally hit a teammate, so our fame and our public favour is going down considerably. So we need to try fix that if we can, but there we go. Battle 1. And not too many issues with the public favour, so we shouldn't lose too much fame in general. But we lose a lot from our equipment, so we've really got to try and fix our equipment issues going forward, otherwise we're never going to get enough fame, and fame is important. So we can get a basic pick as a cleaving, or we can get one-handed mace skill up. I'm quite happy with my sword, so I'll take the mace skill. We might switch to a mace later on. I want to change out my helmet as soon as possible, really, purely because I don't think it's helping that we're going to lose so much. That we're losing so much fame each time, but we don't really have a choice. See, here we have all unknowns. We can spend fame, but I'd like to hold on to them, really. Many versus many. Let's go for this one here. I don't know if it's going to do us well. We're going to give it a go. We could re-roll, but that's going to be too expensive in terms of fame for us to really have a go at. So we've got spoils to the victor. You keep whatever weapons or shield you exit the arena with. Is it a 1v1 though? That I'm not entirely sure on. And we are with a host of Druidus, so that's good. Oh, that's bad. Is it just me? Oh, this is bad. Hi there. Oh, I can't take on 5 of them. What is this? This is the problem with guessing. There's just absolutely no way I can kill all these people. So this will be the end of our chap here. And we do have a little bit of combat jank, but that's not the end of the world. If we did win this, though, we'd get some good armour, but I just don't think it's particularly feasible unless they manage to accidentally kill each other in the process. Yeah, it's not. I don't think there's a chance we're going to win this at all, to be honest. Just trying to fight against this many people is just untenable, really. Unless I can push them onto those spikes. And low stamina, I don't really see how we're gonna manage this. We are doing some damage, but nowhere near enough to warrant winning, especially with our sword on the ground. We need to get a weapon somewhere. I suppose maybe we could try cleave them with a two-hander. But I think it's probably a little bit too late for that. See if we can run away. We just don't have room to operate with, really. No, I just don't see how this is going to work. Come on. You know, we're doing little bits, but nowhere near enough. We're getting some good fame, but it's not going to do much to help us in the long run. Purely because we're gonna die. Oh, we were disarmed. Let's get that back. It just does not seem feasible in the slightest. And this will be the end of my character. Yeah, we're doing 1.7 damage. And we've just been a bit unlucky here. I guess, you know, we're a former criminal. We don't get the best fights offered to us. Run away! Run away! We're on very low health, and this will be the end. There we go. 5v1, and they all have much better armor, gear, and weapons. It just wasn't feasible. So, no invested gold in our next character. It's unfortunate. We survived 3 weeks. Rank of only blood fodder. So we'll see who our next character is. This time we're a Despolitician. So we start with the entourage skill, and that's always active. We also get influential connections, but the audience hate us because we do believe we're probably a corrupt politician exiled in disgrace. So we need to reach 90% favour or more with 3 patrons. We start with basically nothing useful, although we do start with, you know, we start with something at least. I'm going to go to this fancy bottle because it sells for quite a lot. And I'm just going to take this throwing peeler instead. There we go. Purely just have a weapon of some kind. I mean, I'm not particularly useful with spears, but we'll give it a go. So, Buxoi Mineralis. He only has 50 health. might want to find a way to up that somewhat. Do we want to buy a cloth leg wrap? That will give us a little bit more protection. So let's do that. And so that goes on our left leg, so we'll swap them round. Sell the sandal. It does look a bit silly now, but at least we're making some progress. We've got a little bit of money, so we really want to try and get ourselves secure and safe if we can. We have very little health. So another spear there, one-handed mace. That's only a small hammer. Ooh, a two-handed sword. That costs a lot of money. Razor sharp always decapitates and dismembers when possible. I'd love to hold that, but we don't have the fame. So we're just going to have to go in with this. Now, this time let's not have the issue with last time. This is many versus one, but we don't know whose side that is on. I think that would be on our side. Let's give it a go. Let's hope it's not 1v many, but versus many, but it's many v1. It's a really fascinating concept for a game for me. Like the draw, or I suppose go into the battle without weapons. Like I said, there is some combat jank, but I don't mind that. I really don't mind that at all. I enjoyed the concept of the game, and I believe they are very actively working on fixing said jank. And this this update has not been out for very long at all. But we are here with a desperate politician. We need to find ourselves an actual weapon. Looks like there's a lot of sharp proc, a throwing peely. That's hang on, no, I want the bronze stacker. And who are we targeting? We're targeting you. I think this has been a slave. We managed to accidentally hurt our opponent or our own team, which didn't go very well. We need to get involved in the fight quite a lot because we are a politician and the audience hate us. So the more we can get involved, the better. Because they like it when you fight, and when you don't fight, it becomes an issue. Because we'll lose a lot of fame here. Especially, the one problem with these fights is that I keep on hitting my teammates. And that's bad, because you can see public favour there is very low indeed in the bottom right. So we're going to lose pretty much all our fame rewards from that. It's kind of one of the issues of being a bad politician. Yeah. But we do get a little bit of favour with Allura, but not much really to manage. We're going to have to use our gold more than anything else. The man, the myth. The creative spectator told tale of your last fight. To say the tale was heavily embellished is to put it lightly. By the time the story was retold 4 times, commoners were describing it as half man, half beast, mythological creature, and demigod, a reincarnation of the emperor himself. And we gained 500 fame, which actually is important. If I could also get some equipment which helps with fame, that'd be useful as well. Padded leg wrap, I think we already have. We've got a sandal. That would help some more. That's 18 armour, but it's another fame down. But I don't think we're going to be getting much fame at the moment. So that's okay. We'll swap those round. And we'll sell that for a little bit of money. Let's go to heal ourselves up. We're going to need it. We're now at 50. I probably could have not used that. I forget I have very little health as a corrupt politician. I've got 3,991 gold. We who are about to disinfect would be a pretty useful thing to do. Probably in the meantime, I'm actually going to invest the majority of my gold in a new character because I'm not sure how long this is going to last as a politician, to be honest. So, go to the armory, see what else we can find. I'm not particularly proficient with spears, so I have to see how that goes. Luck of the draw, that's a pit fight. I don't think we'll do very well. On 1 versus many, we're certainly not doing. So we'll be taking the 1v1. I don't see what other options we particularly have there. Are you not entertained? I just love gladiator fights. So, spoils to the victor. You can whatever weapon or shield you exit the arena with, so this could be pretty useful. I've never fought with the spears before. Oh, there's quite a few of us. Question is, how many are there of them? Because if I could take this gear, that'd be... If I could take these guys' gear, that'd be excellent, to be honest. Oh, so this is like a stabbing spear, I see. This might actually do well for us, to be honest. To be honest, I kind of want one of my friends to die. What happened to my polearm? Okay, I guess we're using this pick. We need to get involved quickly, otherwise they're going to hate us. I mean, you know, we're a politician. Of course they hate us. Oh, I quite like his flail. Oh, and we get the kill. But because we're fighting from behind, I think that also causes some issues. So we don't get any fame, as before, because we're taking a lot of negative equipment there. But hopefully we can get some good money, if nothing else. Our worn wreath was gone. That's okay. So the city of Tarantia has been called up to deliver weapons and armour to the Imperial war effort. This week is the shortage of all equipment, causing prices to increase. Imperial war takes precedent. Stamina skill or 1000 prestige to all next characters. That's arguably just a much better thing to have going on. Okay, we're probably not going to buy anything this time. We probably do want a new helmet, but that's another bit of fame down. This is fame up. Just a piece of 15%, 10%. How much does this sell for? That sells for a pretty penny, actually. I'll take the slight loss of armour in an effort to get my fame hopefully starting to move in the right direction. Slave helmet, that's fame down. I don't think we want to take that. We could re-roll, but I don't think that's worth doing. So let's go to the. We're at 58. We're at 50 out of 50 HP, so I don't think we need to fight again just yet. Wild card, level 2. I'll take the level 2 fight, even though I don't know what it is, because hopefully that shouldn't be too bad to do. But the things we don't know. But it would also help to deal with Valerius. I really hope that's me over there with a group of 5 soldiers, otherwise we're in for another bad run again. Is this a major fight? Oh, this is a major pit fight. There's kind of 6 of us here. Has that man got a guitar? That man's got like a mandolin or something. Okay, we're here with our pickaxe. At least we no longer look like a politician. Let's go with this chap here. I'm guessing they're not going to like us fighting from behind again. So let's see if we can fight a bit more forward-facing. We are taking some significant damage from this chap here. I'm not a fan of the fact he's got a shield. But at least the fame should move to stay in the right direction because we're actually facing our enemy head on. That was a good old strike. Oh, we are low on health. We're disarmed. Oh no. No, 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 no. Run. 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 Pick up the shield. I'll pick up the shield. I just need some form of weapon. Can I get my pickaxe back? Oh, we have no health. And no stamina either. Oh, let's see if we can block that mace attack coming in. No! Second death. Problem with the politicians, they do not have a lot of health, that's for sure. Only 50 health. But we invested some gold. I'm not going to uninstall, don't worry. We start with 300 gold. Again, only blood fodder. But we've had a couple of rough runs. So let's see if we can get a new one. Former soldier. This one's a bit more interesting. This former soldier wants to retire. Having fought valiantly in many battles at the height of the Hainian expansion, he managed to escape to an early grave. Years later, the skill in combat is not entirely gone, and he's chosen to revisit combat in the arena one last time to secure a solid retirement. So we have some skills from our former profession, we have some starting equipment, but our stamina is down because, you know, we're an old soldier. So what do we start with? We start with some actual gear. A rusty Lonian helm, a rusty stacker, some armour. This could go pretty well. We've got to go get 100,000 gold, which is quite a lot. but that could easily change. We could easily change our fortunes. Something goes on. The only real issue here I see is the Sprung Shield, which comes with Fame multiplied down. So I'd like to find a better. I'd like to find a better shield for that. But in the meantime, we'll just get started on fight level 1 versus many. No, thank you. That's a lot of money if you win, though. We'll take this. I'm actually going to reveal this. Sports of the Victor 1v1. We'll do that. It's better to try to stay alive. We'll probably stick with the same stuff, but again, I'm not entirely good with the spears, so we'll have to see. Does he have a shield, I wonder? I don't think he does. Okay, let's get this started. He's got a torch, that might be a problem. Oh! Headshot. And a little bit of combat jank. I'd like to change this weapon, to be honest. This is not a weapon I'm all too familiar with. So I'm hoping we get a new weapon thrown into us. Gotta keep an eye on my stamina though, that's for sure. Is that a sword? Oh, did you throw your sword? Oh, I picked up a pot. I didn't want to do that. I want my sword back. No, leave me alone, sir. I want my sword. Wooden dagger, that's not great, but it'll do. And pick up the shield again. Also, we can be disarmed quite a lot here. I believe we also have quite a bit of health as a former soldier. I did see a better sword over there that I'd quite like to have, to be honest. If I can re-find it, it was somewhere over this way. We might have lost it. Okay, we're taking little bits of damage, but nothing we can't handle. We do need to make sure we don't. We need to make sure we keep entertaining the audience. That's for sure. Okay, a little bit of damage there. I don't mind if our shield takes damage. That's okay. Just keep on damaging as best we can. He tried throwing his sword at me. Wooden dagger. So these are just wooden daggers. There's not a. Oh, we've lost our sword as well. Let's bring that back again. He really likes to chuck his sword. That's for sure. I know we can chuck as well, but I've never been particularly proficient at the throwing in this game. We need to keep the audience on side while still keeping our stamina positive. He's going to run off. We're not doing a huge amount of damage at the moment. But that's okay. As long as we are winning, which I think we are, just generally in terms of damage taken. Okay. Our audience is still quite bored, so we do need to work on that. Oh, you tried throwing it there. Okay, our one-handed swords has increased, or our skill has at least. Could you stop throwing things at me, please, sir? Okay, he doesn't have any gear on. This is our time to fight now. I think they generally have about 80 health, or maybe 100. He's got the range on me, so I've got to be careful. Oh, some threw in a chair, that's nice. Okay, we've got to keep fighting, but I do need to watch my stamina. Increasing my stamina would be useful. This wooden dagger is really not doing the job, to be honest. We could do with a better weapon going forward. We're doing some damage to him, he's doing some to us. And the audience isn't too bored, so that's good. I mean, the stamina's not helping either. The stamina issue's not helping either. When we have full stamina, we do tend to do better. Oh, shield to... Audience wants us to switch weapons. I mean, the wooden dagger is generally terrible, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. I just want to find an appropriate other weapon to grab instead. I'm not taking a frying pan, that's for sure. I'm actually not going to switch weapons. Unless I get one thrown into me. We've lost our shield there. Are they throwing excrement to that guy? I think they are. Ow. Okay, now we're in a bit of trouble. Because he's got the reach. We need to finish this as soon as possible, really. Audience wants us to switch weapons. There we go. Ooh. And our fame stays the same, that's not too bad. But we don't go out with a shield, which is unfortunate. But Mazda likes us a bit more, which is useful. We get a good amount of fame, actually. Which is always useful. We approve that. Our health is now 90. And an old scarred man, clad in wealthily colourful cloth, visits the scholar with his entourage. He's clearly taken a liking to you upon investigating your scholar and its aspirants. The boss and his lackeys approach you and give you an offer you can't refuse. Hey, listen, kid. You left a good impression in your last fight. My family has a good sense of these things. Take this coin, get some equipment or care, and do well. It'll be a win-win. You make money, I make money. I don't know why I made him into an Italian mobster, but there we go. 500 coin. Coin is coin, no matter the origin, and gives you a better chance to survive. Very true. So we don't have a shield, but arguably that would actually help us. We can get this shield here, but again it's a 30% knock in terms of our fame gathering. It can be pretty useful, the fame. We will get our health back. And we've got 2,000 gold and a little bit of fame to work with. So we'll do the extraordinary trade. It's nearly almost the first one I go for. Maybe we can even save up for aspirant welfare going forward. Let's just have a quick look at what fights are coming up. There's a pit fight, many versus many, or many versus many. Ugh. I don't like any of those, to be honest. So it's a 7v7. But the pit fight would be almost worse. So let's go for the... That's a level 4 pit fight. We're rank 1. If I reveal this, what's the problem here? That's a 5v5, but it's only level 3. So we'll take that one, and it's a lower level. It's still a good amount of rewards should we win. My concern is we may not win. But we'll give it a go. We could definitely do... If someone throws in a shield, I'd be happy to take that. It looks like we're paired with a bunch of slaves. So it's not ideal. Hopefully they are not very well geared. It looks like they are well geared, actually. Who do we want to focus on? Let's focus on... Oh, goodness. Let's focus on you. Oh, goodness me, you look important. You've got actual gear. Oh, yeah, you've got... You might be a problem, actually, sir. I'm not sure how I received damage when I was the one that attacked there. As you see, lots of these kind of little fights break out. If I can just keep doing the overhead slash at him from a distance, that might be my best chance. I'm really not thrilled about fighting a two-hander without a shield. Oh, hello. There's someone else here. Okay, I feel much better fighting you, to be honest. Someone else can fight that chap there with a two-hander. And the longer we build up the strike, I believe, the more powerful it becomes. So let's try doing a more slow, methodical attack this time. Okay, we're receiving a bit of damage, but we're, unlike our previous character, we're an actual soldier. So we can actually tank these hits a little bit more, I would say. I don't really like doing these pit fights. I'm much better at 1v1s in general, unless the gear doesn't really work in our favour. And then that can become a problem. Okay, that's the first kill down. So fighting the chaps in yellow, it seems. Hi there. And, you know, unlike samurai fighting where it's one-on-one, there's no honour in this. You can stab them in the back, although that does not help with our fame if we had to do so. But this, I feel good with this former soldier. I feel like we're going to do well with him. Certainly better than some of our other characters, that's for sure. We are taking a little bit of damage, but I don't think nothing that we can't handle. Who's still left? They want us to switch weapons? That's fine, I'll switch weapons. So that just helps us in general. I don't really like this weapon, to be honest. Let's switch back. Switch back to our Daka. I don't think there's that many people left. Just him, just that guy in there. We need to spill more blood, otherwise we're gonna lose the favour of the crowd. We also need to not hit our teammates, but if we get the kill, that really helps with our fame. Did we get the kill? I think we got the kill. Nice. Fame 102. Okay, so we get nearly 2,000 gold and about just over 2,000 fame. Wonderful. So currently Mazza and Druidius like us, Allura and Valerius not so much. Okay, we improve that, so we get some health back and we rank up. We're now rank 2 Blood Fodder. So the Tarentian Aspiring Guild offers this reward for achieving your new rank, 999 gold, or throwing skill. I don't use throwing at all, so I'll take the gold. Two-handed weapons are interesting because they're really strong, but I find that if you're stuck against another person, you can really struggle, and that's Fame multiplier down again. Foot guard on the right-hand side. We've got pretty good gear as it is, to be honest. So let's go to our Scolo. And we can take Aspiring Welfare. We can take We, who are about to Disinfect. Greater Mending. Or I'd quite like to save up for Seal of Approval. Gain 1 favour with each patron after every battle. I could try save up for that. We can also trade as well. Interesting, but that lowers our stamina going forward. I'd like to try save for that patron thing, because having the patrons on side is really useful. Got a long way to go yet before we're Prime Ascended or Demigod or Living Legend, but we're doing okay. We're doing okay for now. We could probably do with healing. Do we need to heal up? I think we do need to heal up. It's a little bit of gold, but it's worth doing, I'd say. 97 should do us nicely. Let's just go have a look at what the next battles are. 1v1, many v1. And that's them with a lot of money. 1v1. I certainly don't want to do a pit fight. Many v1 would be good, but obviously there's not much fame in that. That's fine, we'll do that one. That's probably a nice safe. Might be a nice safe fight to do. Okay, here at the 20th city centre, and also it means that Allura likes us a little bit better, and that is important. It's important to keep the hosts on side. Hello there, slaves on the left hand side. Not sure I've seen you before. Okay, hi there, sir. Let's get you locked in. Okay, received a little bit of damage. It's only 3v1. And this guy is pretty strong. So we do need to be a little bit careful. And it looks like he is kind of going for us. I kind of wish he was targeting someone else, to be honest. We're taking more damage than I'd realistically like, and I really don't want to lose this character. I'd almost rather take the hit of public favour for someone else to be kind of the front runner in this engagement, i.e. not me. 3.2 damage. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to go to the physician after this. That's for sure. Okay, they want us to face the enemy, that's fine. I'd rather attack him from the back, to be honest. Where it's at least relatively safe to do so. 5.8 damage. Oof. This was not the easy fight I was expecting. But there we go. And we still actually get some positive fame overall. So we're doing pretty well on fame, it's just the money that's going to become more of a concern going forward, I think. Okay, Favour Decay, we're kind of sorting out everyone apart from Valerius, which might be a problem. I think we're going to have to spend... Oh, we lost a lot of gear there. I will accept the gift. 100 gold to all next characters. Or dashing skill. No, take the 100 gold to all next characters, that's important. We'll probably have to spend some time just getting our gear back. I didn't realise it was so close to breaking. That's going to give us a lot less going forward. That's an expensive shield to buy. And we'll put our fame down slightly, but our shields are very useful. We have no armour, so we'll buy this. Does give us a little bit. I mean, this is a lot more gold than I wanted to spend. But I don't really see how we have much of a choice. Bronze Greave here, that's going to be more than we can really afford. Going to Scolo, we need to heal significantly. And actually we'll heal again. It's up to 97 now. This leather arm wrap on the right arm, is that going to be better than what we've got? 18 versus 12, so no. We've got quite a bit of fame. Let's see if we can use that effectively going forward. What do we have in terms of fights? We have many versus many, many versus one. But that didn't go particularly well last time. And that's only a 2v1, it's a level 4 fight. Let's just reveal what this one is. That's a 1v1. I think I'll probably take the 1v1. As that's probably going to be a little bit safer. As long as I don't go into a fight with someone who I struggle with. Which is entirely possible, to be honest. But we need to get Valerius on side as well. We've lost our helmet and our kind of quality boots. We do now have a shield. I just hope the chap over here is also not too bad. Or too strong, I should say. And there's like a total wipeout course in the middle. Aha, there's actually gold. Oh, you've got a flail, I see. That could be a problem. These wooden daggers are really terrible, to be honest with you. I do see some gold there in the middle, but that's not really my concern at the moment. My shield's taking a lot of a beating at the moment. Let's go up to the middle. We get some coins on the way anyway, which is useful. We just hated that we're not spilling blood, but I'm just trying to stay alive. I need to try interrupt his fail attacks, I think. We do have a good amount of health as a former soldier, but our stamina is pretty low. Can go for a quick jab as well. I don't really want to go into those obstacles behind me. Come on, we got this. I don't mind if the shield takes damage. It's if I take damage, then that becomes a problem. We need to wait for our stamina to come back somewhat. Okay, oh, let's not run into them if we can help it. Okay, just stay at the back here. Oh, 9.2 damage. That was a bad hit for me. Ordnance wants you to switch weapons? Well, no. That's just not going to happen. I mean, the wooden deck is hardly terrible. But it's better than not having a sword, which is a weapon I'm used to for the most part. Another 2.7 damage there. There's not many weapons going, to be honest. There might be a couple in the centre. I'm certainly not attacking him with a fruit, that's for sure. Oh, this flail is tough, that's for sure. Maybe flail for me in future might be good. The ordnance wants me to switch weapons. That's just not going to happen because we are struggling somewhat. Oh, have we lost our weapon? Excuse me, sir. I need tree branch. Goodness me. We've lost our shield as well. Come back here. Can you throw in a weapon which is not complete uselessness, to be honest? There we go, that's a mace, that'll do. We've even got some better mace skills. So actually, if we see a mace in the shop or something, we might want to switch into that. Because I think we're going to do well with the mace here. Our shield's taking an absolute whacking though. Oh yeah, this mace is doing well in terms of damage. And I think his gear's running out as well. We're not too low on health, but just trying to do this effectively is a struggle. 11.9 damage. I suppose also it's just not a wooden dagger, which is always useful. More useful items going in. I want to fight. I want to attack this side because that's where his shield is not. He must be quite low on health now. We've whacked him a good couple of times, to be honest with you, and he doesn't have a shield anymore. All he has is a frying pan. Is that it? There we go. A little bit of a tough engagement, but we did manage it. You have to play quite methodically. You can't just go straight in straight away. Okay, so that's a good amount of fame. Good amount of gold as well, actually. Excellent. Although we did have to spend a lot of gold going forward. Fever struck you. Or was it a hangover? Either way, you feel like a bag of wet rocks. I'll rest and recover. So training and all related activities are unavailable, scholar upgrades are not available, and you cannot run promotional fundraising campaigns, and you cannot run any betting either. I'll take this helm. It's not exactly a good one, but it gives me some protection on my head, and that is important. This character is actually doing okay, to be honest. Transient cap, that's actually going to lower our kind of things going forward. How's our gear doing? We don't have a sword anymore. We have to re-roll this to get something better. Can you please give me a weapon? Thank you. A wooden dagger? Again. Not really what I wanted, but we can't go with nothing. So buy the wooden dagger. Really not ideal. It's such a terrible weapon. How's the rest of our gear doing? The rest of our gear looks okay. Our shield is pretty broken. So let's just hire some health, or hire a physician to help with my health, and repair some durability across the board. Okay, any good fights that we can potentially go for? Spoils to the victor, entourage, we don't have that yet. Spoils to the victor, many versus one. Let's go for that one. I mean, it didn't go particularly well last time, but we'll give it a go. Because it's not a 1v many, which is important. A many v1 is okay, a 1v many is just impossible, I find. So, let's get going. We've got a wooden dagger. I'd like to switch that out for a better weapon. If one gets thrown in. If one gets thrown in, I'd like to get a much better weapon, that's for sure. You, however, look pretty tough. You got a big old sword. Goodness me. I definitely don't want to be first in line to deal with you. Well, I keep on hitting my teammates. It's probably not very good. If I could leave here with something which isn't a wooden dagger, that would be really good. They want us to face the enemy. We are facing an enemy. This guy looks pretty tough. We've got to take advantage while there's still multiple of us, because I don't think we're all going to survive very long. Otherwise, yeah, these double swords can be very tough indeed. How did we not hit him there? Okay, let's get our stamina back. 1.7 damage. In fact, could I leave with his weapon? That'd be good. Any other better weapons coming out? Let's just go have a look. Oh, there's a proper like cutlass here. Iron Falchion, that'll do better. Oh, there we go. So we leave with a probably slightly better weapon than the one we had. In terms of rewards, not that much, but it saves us some gold in terms of getting a new thing sorted. Okay, sacrilegious framing. Allura, in all her cunning, because I don't think we like her, has managed to convince, or she doesn't like us, minus 21%, has managed to convince one of the patrons he was speaking ill of the gods, and they are devoted to behind their back. Seems they trust her more than you and quite irate. There's puppy eyes. Convince anyone of anything. So I lose 15% favour with Mazza. That's not good. Okay, a bunch of gold, a bunch of repairs. I'll take the gold. Anything here in the shop worth grabbing? 200 mace. That looks quite fun, actually. But I'm quite happy with the iron falchion. That'll actually be a little bit better going forwards. That shield is close to death. If I go to the Scolo now, anything better I can grab? No, we had to spend a lot of money on that problem last time. I don't think I need to heal, but I will repair. Just so my shield's not quite as close to death. But it probably won't survive long, that's for sure. Okay, let's keep going. We're doing pretty well. We're an adept aspirant. Let's go see what battles we have waiting for us. 1v1, that's a tier. That's a level 7. Level 3, that's a 2v1. Let's try that one there. Again, may not work, but we'll give it a go. We'll have to see. And this is a small pit, so this is going to be a close fight. But I've got a proper weapon now. This man has a meat cleaver and I think a jar or something. That guy has a two-handed weapon. So we're going to have to find a way to deal with that. Let's just get him locked on so we know he's there. Oh, there's a new shield there. Let's actually grab that. Sparring shield. It's not going to help with our fame, but it will have some more durability. Oh, this falchion's got a lot more reach on it as well. Oh yeah, I already like this sword a lot more. That wooden dagger was not doing the job. This one here, this one's starting doing the job a lot better. We took a big hit there, but we're generally okay. This will also help with our skill level as well, which is important. Because it means we don't really need to focus on training as much. Okay, 10.7 damage. Yeah, this sword is a lot better. Okay, we're doing okay. Is that him dead? That is wonderful. That's actually good in terms of public favour as well. That's a victory for us. Excellent. That is good amount of gold and a good amount of fame actually, and it kind of helps Valerius as well. Like it's a bit more, but we are definitely struggling with host failure again. Okay, Droidus isn't happy. We lose 13% health. Okay, it's not terrible. Ooh, 2,000 fame now, 2,000 gold to our next character. We'll take 2,000 gold to the next character. Actually, no, let's actually take the fame now because that boosts over 10,000. It could be really useful. This oval shield here, that's a rough fame multiplier to take. So I'm not sure I want to deal with that just yet. Let's go to the Scholar. And I'm going to take probably... I can't take Entourage. I can take Heirloom. Or I can Unionize. A Seal of Approval I think we need. But for that we need a bit more gold. I think I can change this round. I can also bribe. So I can assess. If I was to spend some fame... I could see, yes, if I can fundraise here. But my favour is terrible, so I'm not sure it's going to really be worth doing. That's for sure. Let's heal up. I don't think we can get enough gold for what we need. So let's go back to the Scholar. This is not a bad one to grab, the Aspirant Welfare. Entourage would be nice because it gives us allies, but I'm not sure we can afford that just yet. And potentially we can unionize as well. For the first set of matches can be rerolled for free after each battle. That could be very useful indeed. But I think we will leave it there. This here has been a wonderful, wonderful game that I've really enjoyed. It's a really interesting concept We Here About to Die has come up with here. It's, you know, it's a very light roguelike in the fact that there's not much you can do to affect the kind of the next people down the line. At least not that I've discovered yet, in terms of kind of, you know, you can leave gold and fame and a few items down here in the auxiliary inventory. But I've really enjoyed it. I enjoy the fighting. There is a little bit of jank as mentioned, but nothing that can't be dealt with over time, I'm sure. And it's a developer that really listens to their player base, and I wanted to show off this game because I've been enjoying it a little bit in my own time, and the new combat update came out today, so I thought it'd be a great time to show it off. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. We may well yet see this in either a live stream or a mini-series, we'll have to see. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.